true, I don't make toys. I'm not that kind of elf.
Welcome back to Master the Fun and Elder Scrolls Legends. Today, or I should say yesterday, we just got this card, JIUB, Dark Elf. He's a cost 1 legendary unique, a neutral card, Slay. Change into Saint JIUB, Eradicator of the Winged Menace. What does that mean? That means he turns into a 5/5 unique guard. Cannot be damaged or targeted by cliff racers, cliff hunters, cliff striders, and probably cliff anythings. And it's a 5 cost if you were to, pull them off or recall them from your discard pile. So we're gonna see what happens if he suicide slays. Because as you know, if you have a +1/1, he's obviously dead, he's not gonna be any use. But some cards do give the bonus to other creatures or other effects when they slay, like +1 Magicka would count even if the card died. So we're gonna do a little test to see what happens if this guy
I am a hunter.
suicide slays.
I am JIUB.
That was not a good idea. Wow, we just died.
Foolish mortal. My sword hand itches.
We didn't die. Alright, perfect. Alright, so not so perfect, but anyway, let's see. What can we do? He's not gonna die if we do this. Well, let's just see. He's gonna survive here. Alright. Well, that's what happens when he doesn't die. Okay, which is obvious. Okay, we wanted to see what's a really cool art actually. But we want to see what happens when he dies. So we'll be right back with that other option as to what happens if he suicide dies. But at least now we get to look to see what he looks like when he survives. So just a moment. Okay, we're back. We finally got it into a situation where we were able to itemize him to prevent him from getting killed as a 1/1, which is also very negative to why he's a legendary. I don't really see the point, I think, but we'll find out in a moment whether a suicide will still get us the card as a 5/5.
I will save Morrowind.
We don't. So he is not a legendary. He's barely a purple. Where is he? Yeah, here. Because he's a 1/1. Slay, obviously, Slay change into Saint JIUB. So you have to item him to preserve him. Otherwise, it's useless. He's not a legendary. He's at best a purple because he requires other cards to work. So he can turn into a whatever, like a 7, a 6. So he's obviously going to be more than a 1/1. The only thing he could possibly survive as a 1/1 is like this guy has. He's full of 0/1s.
The treasure will be
So he's got a 0/1, and maybe you can kill a 0/1 and not have an item card, But this computer deck, this AI has pure, what do you call it, summon attacks of 1. Like she would be dead, he summons and he kills with the -1. Anyway, my opinion, not worth it, not a legendary, and definitely not unique because it requires items, and it took me actually quite a few rounds not only to get him out into my hand, but to actually get the item and the situation where he wouldn't get killed, because I was putting out all these these cards that had only 1 health, and they constantly kept getting killed. So I avoided putting them out because I knew that's what the opponent was doing. The opponent constantly was doing that. So something to consider and test out. It doesn't really seem practical for the amount of for the chance that you need to keep him survive in a survival situation, assuming he doesn't even get silenced. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this little demonstration of how this card JIUB works. It's a unique neutral legendary card, and there you have it. Like, subscribe. We have Twitter as well and Twitch. You can find it there in the links on the bottom right corner of our display picture there on the top. And have fun. See you soon. And as always, enjoy the moment. Cheers.